What's up, everybody? It's Taco. I'm just now drying off from Oregon's 55-16 win over Cal. Before we get to the game itself, I want to talk briefly about. I saw a number of people on Facebook. These are Duck fans, mind you. I won't name them. They weren't my friends because I wouldn't associate with these kind of people. But there were people on Facebook that were bemoaning all of the Oregon fans that left the game early on Saturday night, saying they were fair weather fans, saying that they weren't real Duck fans for not sticking it out till the end. I say, fuck that. I was there. I left at halftime. I left right after the marching band's performance. And if you should feel crappy about yourself for leaving early, it's if you left before the marching band's performance. Because, if anything, we needed to support them more than the football team. Because I've been in marching band in the rain. It's cold, it's terrible, and you have to stick a cold piece of metal to your face every couple of minutes and play it and try and play it correctly. It's a very, very hard thing to do and is not very fun, especially with squelchy shoes. So, support your band, people. But I will say this. I paid $93 for a ticket to this game. I drove the 500-something miles from the Bay Area to Eugene. If I want to leave my seat empty in the second half of a game that, when I left, was 41-3, only because Cal kicked a field goal to end the first half, and this was in a torrential downpour. This was not just some sprinkles that we're used to in Eugene. This was leftovers from a frickin' typhoon. I think I'm allowed to leave. I put in my time. I watched 41-3. I could have left when the game was actually over, when it was 20-0 with 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. I could have left then. I could have left when Braylon Addison housed his first punt return to go up 41-0. I could have left then, but I didn't. I stuck it out for the whole first half and a marching band performance. And then I walked home, and you know what I did? I turned the game on in the fourth quarter and watched a meaningless fourth quarter. If anything, the Fairweather fans are the people that didn't even try to come to the game and sat at home all high and mighty and posted Facebook comments. Because you could have come to this game. I talked to scalpers on the way to Autzen on Saturday, and you and a buddy could have come to this game for $40. $20 each would have gotten you into Autzen, where you could have actually staked your claim to being a diehard fan out there in the rain. So, anybody, in my opinion, that went out and watched the Ducks on Saturday night, I commend you. Those of you that sold your tickets or didn't even try to get tickets for this game because it was rainy, how dare you? On to the game itself. Oregon, like I said, won 55-16. It was sloppy. It was ugly. I don't really think we can learn anything from this. D'Anthony Thomas turned his ankle on the opening kickoff. I don't like opening kickoffs against Cal anymore after Walter Thurmond blew out his knee in 2009, and now this game, I'm not about it. I think we should defer every single time against the Golden Bears. So, Byron Marshall, forced into duty, fumbles on his first 3 plays, and we're going, oh crap. What is this Byron Marshall again? He's officially hit bottom. But he rebounded for a very nice game, 130 yards rushing, couple of touchdowns, and he looked good. He looked like he was running downhill in this game more than any other game this year, and really showed some improvement, and considering the conditions, I'm impressed with Byron Marshall, and he's back on my nice list. Thomas Tyner added a touchdown as well. Braylon Addison housed 2 punts. The second one was just a ridiculous feat of improvisation, and he's the breakout guy on offense this year. We've seen it already through the first 3 games before the Cal game, and now these 2 punt returns. There's a reason he's the punt returner and not D'Anthony Thomas, and it's because he could do stuff like this, and it was fun to watch. The Oregon defense, along with the weather, forced a bunch of turnovers, and Oregon did what they were supposed to do against a team that is less talented than they. Moving on to Oregon's next opponent, another opponent less talented than the Ducks, is the Colorado Buffaloes. I had such high hopes for Colorado. They beat Colorado State to open the season. They beat Directional School X. They were 2-0. They got the Fresno State game flooded out, so they didn't play it. And then they just laid a stinker against Oregon State, only scoring 17 points against the Oregon State defense. That's the Oregon State defense is one of the worst defenses in the country. And if you're only scoring 17 points, that's not good. Oregon comes into Folsom Field in Boulder. Kickoff is, I believe, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern. So check that out on Saturday. I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, and on Friday for some more in-depth looks at Oregon and Colorado and the Ducks' next game as they try and go to 5-0. For AddictedToQuack.com, this is Takimoto. Go Ducks, and check us out all week for the latest in Oregon, Colorado coverage. Go Ducks!